Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ava, I'm a tarot reader, and this reading today is going to be how your person, so the person you're in a relationship or in a connection with, is feeling about you. This is a pick a card reading, so there's 3 options. I've chosen a rune for each pile. Now, I'm not totally knowledgeable about runes, I'm learning, but I have a book, so I'll be talking about which rune I've chosen at random, and we'll see how that resonates to the reading. But obviously I'm going to be using tarot cards and oracle cards for the main part of the reading. So yeah, I'm going to get a bit of insight into what's currently going on or has been going on with you and this person, just so you can kind of see if it resonates for you and know that that is your pile, and then also for me to just get a bit of insight as to what's going on so I can fully get the message that you need to hear right now. So I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to show you the runes that we've got so you can choose which one you feel most drawn to, or which number out of 1, 2 and 3 you feel most drawn to, and then go from there. The timestamps will be in the comments below. So rune number 1, we have this rune. I don't actually know the names of these, but I will find them as we get into each reading. But that's what it looks like. So that's number 1. Number 2 is this one, it's just an X on there. And then number 3 is this one, which looks like the letter R. So take as long as you need to decide which one you feel most drawn to, and then choose, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to get straight into it with pile number 1. I'm going to be shuffling the cards on camera, so you can skip ahead if you don't want to watch the shuffling. I'll put the timestamps for that as well. But we're going to get straight into it. So I hope you're all doing well. Pile number 1s. Let's see, first of all, what's been going on recently for you and this person, right? So what has been going on with pile number 1 and this person? So we have the death card first. Have the Fool, it's come out reversed. Let's see if it's definitely in reverse. It's fallen on the floor. Yeah, the Fool's come out reversed. What is going on with pile number 1 and their person, please? The 9 of Swords, okay. This is a heavy pile, the 2 of Swords. Okay. So, right away, I'm feeling like there has been a lack of forward movement in this connection. You have been experiencing some anxiety around this connection as well. I'm going to get some clarifiers, but just initially from these 4 cards, there's been an ending, right? You and this person might have experienced an ending. You might not be talking at the moment. There could be an energy of just overthinking, and there's a decision here that needs to be made. Let's get some clarifiers. So clarify the death card. What's going on here? So the 10 of Wands. There's been an ending here, right? There's been an ending between you and this person. This could have been relatively recent as well, but it just feels like there was a lot of heaviness here, right? There was a lot of heaviness in this connection, and that's not to say that there wasn't love too and good stuff too, but what's coming through here is that right now there is a heaviness to this connection. It feels like something has come to a close here, right? Why clarify for reversed? The 8 of Swords. So what I'm getting here is there is a lack of forward movement. There's a lack of willingness to take a risk here for some of you, whether this is you or this person. Somebody here is kind of stuck in their ways and unwilling to take a leap of faith on this, maybe because of fear, right? Because they're trapped in their head, because of anxiety. They're not very trusting. There's a lack of trust here, and maybe you don't trust this person, or maybe this person doesn't trust you, or maybe they don't trust the universe that this is gonna work out for them. Some people can become quite pessimistic and stuck in their heads and stuck in fear, so they don't take action on things, right? Clarify the 9 of Swords. The the Five of Swords, I feel like somebody has walked away here. Like somebody has mentally checked out of this connection because it's too much. Like there's too much going on right now mentally, and there's just this constant overthinking of this situation. Like somebody is, you or this person or both, it's like in your head it's constantly replaying on the loop, like what has transpired here, right? Clarify the Two of Swords, please. Two of Swords, please. Clarify the Two of Swords. The Ace of Wands, interesting. Clarify the Two of Swords, please. And the Knight of Wands. See, that's really interesting because that's like a totally different energy. Clarify the Two of Swords, please, and the Knight of Wands. Okay. So we've got the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Swords here. Clarifying the Two of Swords. So it's like somebody is torn between kind of their head and their heart, like between, there's a lot of passion here, there's a want to rush in, to move forward, to, you know, there's like have fun here, right? If you catch my drift with the Wands cards. But then somebody's also like, no, I need to be smart about this, I need to have my boundaries, have my guard up. Like and I'm not saying one or the other is bad here, because like it's not really smart to, I mean, do what you want, but like if you genuinely have feelings and stuff for someone, it's not really smart to come at it with a Knight of Wands energy where it's like bit wishy-washy, bit hot and cold, like not very reliable. But then it's also not good to be like completely closed off as well, but it is good to have boundaries and it is good to have fun. So like, do you know what I mean? There's not really like a right answer here, but somebody just feels very torn, like there's two sides of them almost, like, and there's a lot of passion in this connection. This feels like the type of thing where it's like you break up and then you cave and you get back together with this person, and it's like this time it's like, no, I need to be like strong in my boundaries. Like that's kind of what it feels like, and I don't know if that's you or this person. It feels more like that could be you, but it just feels like a lot has gone on here, and there is still this passion, like there is still these feelings here, right? And we're going to get into how your person feels about you. That's like the main part of the reading, but this is just to see what's going on. It's just a lot, right? So there's a lot of overthinking, a lot of heaviness. Something probably has ended here with this connection, and there's just a lot of indecision. So we're going to get into the main part of the reading now. So I'm going to pull some cards on how your person is feeling about you right now. So if that resonated for you with this connection, then this is definitely your pile. If not, then maybe choose a different pile, see if any of those resonate for you more. But you can always stick around for the next part as well, because, you know, that still might resonate for you. So just trust your intuition on it. Obviously with general readings, I'm picking up on the general energy, but it's all about your intuition really. So yeah, just trust that over everything. If what I'm saying doesn't resonate for you, then that's totally fine. So how is pile number one's person feeling about them right now? The Hermit. Yeah. They feel at a distance from you. They feel closed off from you. I'm going to get all the cards before the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Swords. There is this desire to communicate though. There is a strong desire to communicate. The Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. The Tower. The Ten of Cups. Those two came out together, so I'm going to keep those together. The Star. And the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So, first of all, what I was getting was, with the Hermit coming out first, is like, this person definitely feels like they are at a distance from you right now. They feel isolated from you. They feel far from you, right? And I don't feel like they really like that they feel far from you. They might feel a bit like you've kind of left them out in the cold, like you've like abandoned them. Not really that necessarily, but like they feel a bit isolated right now. They feel kind of alone, kind of lost and quite confused about this situation. They are trying to gain knowledge and insight on this though, like they are working on themselves. I feel like they're trying to go within to figure out how to approach this, because they do want to make you an offer here. They do want to communicate, like with the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Wands flying out together like that. Like they want to rush in and communicate, but it's like they kind of know with the Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles that they need to come correct. They can't just rush in like, hey, how you doing? Like there needs to be an amount of effort put into this, if that makes sense. Like they need to put in genuine effort. They need to put in like the genuine work that it will take to rebuild something here, because this definitely feels like this is a connection that has been pre-existing. Whether you've been together or not, you do know this person, right? Like you've had a connection with them, whether it's been romantic or not. There's something here like pre-existing, and there's a part of them that feels like they don't have enough to offer you. Like they know they need to like step their game up. They know they need to offer you something more, because with the Page of Pentacles they feel a bit like, what do I even have to give this person? And I kept seeing the Empress while I was shuffling. It's like this person holds you in very high regard. Like they put you on a pedestal to the point of like they don't really feel worthy, and then they self-sabotage, and it's all this like weirdness which comes from, you know, their own inner turmoil sort of thing. With the Tower and the Ten of Pentacles coming out together, this is super interesting. This feels like to me like they feel like they've lost. That Ten of Pentacles has come crumbling down with this situation. Like they see you as the Ten of Pentacles. They feel like they could have this Ten of Pentacles with you, right? Like everything's perfect, quote unquote, like happy family, things are stable, you know, things are flourishing, doing well. And then the Tower, like swept from under them. Like that's kind of what they feel like with this. They might feel like this quite quickly all went wrong, and they're not really sure like what they did wrong or how this happened. Like they're like, what the hell just happened, sort of thing. Like how did like I messed that up so bad? How did that unfold in that way? And it feels, I don't get like a toxic vibe from this person. It feels, the dynamic feels a little bit like it needs to be worked on. Like there needs to be a bit more balance here, a bit more stability, definitely. But I don't feel like this person has bad intentions. I feel like they've just messed up. Like they're just not really thinking about it. Like they just don't really, they're a bit impulsive. They've not intentionally done something to cause this to break up or to ruin things here, but like their own lack of, not lack of care, it's just like lack of thought has caused you to feel like they don't care. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, but they're not, they do they do care, and they do actually really like want to make you an offer here and fix things. It's just like they're not really sure how to do that. Like I'm not making excuses for this person either, like I'm completely unbiased to this situation, but like this is how they feel. Like they feel like they were trying their best, and they know that their best wasn't very good, but like they genuinely weren't coming at it with bad intentions. And they want to, with what the Star card here, I can't really show all of it, but like they want to communicate some healing information. They want to bring healing into this situation. They want to have a healing conversation with you, like so that things can be worked on, so that you can maybe rebuild from this Tower and rebuild this Ten of Pentacles back up again. But like I say, they feel quite unsure. On the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups. They want to apologise to you. There is an apology needed here, and they realise that now, even though at the time they didn't realise what they were doing was wrong necessarily. Like they just weren't thinking. It's not like they had this big plan of like, oh, I'm gonna do this to this person, you know what I mean? It just kind of unfolded really quick, and then they were like, oh shit, like I messed up here. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what it feels like they just acted on impulse, and then that got them in trouble. Like, and I'm not, you know, if this person did something bad, I'm not saying forgive them, like and if this is a toxic or like horrible connection or a horrible person in any way, like they genuinely, you know, like hurt you in any type of way, emotional, physical, whatever, no, like get rid. I'm not promoting you be with someone like that. Like that's not what I'm reading for. This is just like where there's confusion and there's been, you know, people have made mistakes, but it's not like intentionally they're awful to you. Do you get what I'm saying? So we also have the Magician and Temperance on the bottom of the deck and the Two of Cups. So yeah, this person is trying to bring about more healing here with the Magician and the Two of Cups. Like the Magician and Temperance, they really want to like manifest healing in this connection. They are really trying to work on bringing balance in here, bringing about a bit more peace, a bit more harmony between the both of you. Like that's really what they want here, because they do genuinely see you as, you know, their person. They really have feelings for you. They love you a lot, and they want to express that and show you that and apologize, to be honest, like, and let you know how they actually feel, because they do feel this connection deeply. They've just not expressed that very well. And then we have also got the Devil, so they know that there's been toxic behaviors here. They also feel very strong, like passionate, like a pull to you, right? They feel very connected to you. And with the Six of Cups, they want to move away from this Devil energy. It's Six of Wands, sorry. Move away from this Devil energy into a more calmer waters and have the Ten of Cups with you. Like this is the order the cards are coming out on from the bottom of the deck. They want this Ten of Cups with you. They want to move away from this toxic, unhealthy energy into this. You see how that's like, I love tarot so much, man. And yeah, that is what they want. So this was your rune that you chose. So I'm gonna read from the book what it says about this rune, and we'll see if that relates to your reading at all. I really need to learn more about runes because I feel very drawn to them, but I just need to research them more because I haven't really done that very much. Okay, so this one is called Jera. I think I'm pronouncing that right. J-E-R-A. Jera. So, pronunciation. Jera. Yeah, Jera. So, let's read this. The primary themes. Jera is the rune of harvest and of the seasonal year, which is ever turning. Similar to the neo-pagan, I think that says, concept of the wheel of the year, Jera signifies that each season of a cycle has its purpose, and so it also reminds us that the attainment of goals often takes time. A seed planted in spring must be given time to grow, and the resulting plant can only be harvested in its proper time. But provided you have put the necessary work into preparing the soil, tending the crops, and reaping the harvest, Jera indicates that your efforts will be successful. So that's interesting, because I was talking about this person knows that they need to come and put the work in here. Like they know they need to, they know they need to put the work in, and then it's talking about that. So that's interesting. As the fourth rune in Hagau's Ayat, I really don't know how to pronounce that. Jera follows the series of 3 runes which focus on obstacles. If you've been dealing with adversity, Jera emerges as a positive sign that troubles are receding and you're moving into a fortuitous time of forward activity. Interesting. This is a rune of reaping rewards for your hard work and perseverance. So if you have felt like you've really been putting in the work with this connection, you've really persevered through a lot of difficulties, there's a positive outcome here. It may indicate prosperity and abundance, success in business, or some other form of payoff for your efforts. Celebrate your good fortune, appreciate the joys of your current circumstances, and strengthen your hopes and plans for the future. Don't rest on your laurels too long, however. Just as the work of preparing for winter must follow close on the heels of the harvest celebrations, the need for careful resourcefulness and quiet patience will come together again in due time. This is simply the natural cyclical order of life. Recognizing this helps you flow with circumstances rather than resisting them. The additional meanings are that this is a rune of growth and change, of growth cycles and change. Jera also represents fertility and may indicate a marriage. So if you are married to this person and there's been, a bit of a period of, there's been heaviness, there's been a lot going on, even if you are physically still together with this person, like you're married or you're in a significant relationship, but there's been a distance, like emotionally, because you've been going through some difficulties, that is coming to a close. Like this person wants to work on that and fix that. Procreation may be indicated either in the form of literal pregnancy or the growth of an enterprise. So that could be significant for some of you. Some neo-pagan traditions associate this room with the symbolic sacred union of the goddess and the god. The sacred union. What was I talking about? Hello. At any rate, Jira symbolises the union of opposites. So you could feel like you and this person are quite opposite. Like I was saying, this person, I think I said, they don't really know how to communicate. They don't really know how to emotionally express themselves, and maybe you really do, and that kind of causes a bit of issues here and there because of that difference in the way of like seeing things, right, in the way of communicating. Anyway, such as dawn and dusk, the meeting points of night and day, the liminal times between seasons, such as warm days of autumn or the cold days of spring. In this context, you are advised to acknowledge that any adversity you are or have been experiencing will ultimately contribute to your growth. You are who you are because of the lessons life has taught you. So that's really interesting. So I feel like that does resonate with with the cards that we've had here. So overall, I definitely feel like this person feels very, very strongly about you. Clearly, you know, they feel like you are their person. They have love for you and everything like that. They see a lot of happiness with you, a lot of long-term stability, and they want to rebuild what they might have messed up here. That's genuinely what they feel. What they feel right now is they feel distant from you, and they're trying to bridge that gap. They want to come out of this difficult cycle that you might have been in and work on things here. So that's really nice, I think. Obviously, like I said, you don't have to forgive this person or whatever. Like, this is just how they feel. So I hope that that resonated for you, pile number ones. Please let me know in the comments if it resonated, and if it didn't, you can choose another pile or check out another video. But thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if this resonated and you like my content, and I'm going to move on to pile number 2 now. So pile number 2, if you chose this room or just the pile number 2, then this is going to be your reading. So first of all, I am going to get some clarity on what is going on right now in your connection, just so I can know what's going on, and so you can see if this resonates for you, if this feels like that it has been what's going on for you, and then we'll go from there into what this person is feeling about you, okay? Pile number 1 was pretty heavy, so yeah, but let's get into it. So what's been going on with pile number 2 and their person? Got the 7 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups. What has been going on for pile number 2 and their person? The 10 of Wands. What's been going on with pile number 2? The Chariot. The 6 of Cups. The Emperor. And the Queen of Swords. Okay, this is interesting. So, and we have the 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So, I feel like there could be a bit of confusion with the 7 of Cups. I feel like you and this person are both very independent, is what I'm instantly getting. But there is a strong, undeniable connection here. You're both quite, I want to say feisty. Like, you're both quite, like, stern and strong-willed, maybe is the right word. You're both very, you could both be very stubborn. And there feels like there is a lot of love here. There is a genuine connection here. You could have known this person for a long time. Like, you might have known this person since you were young, or this person makes you feel young. Like, they make your inner child kind of come out. They make you feel safe in that way, for your inner child to come out. But I feel like there's this sense of real independence here. Like, maybe despite the fact that you are strongly connected, there's still a bit of apprehension here. There's still a bit of confusion. I want to clarify this Seven of Cups. What is this confusion about? So we've got the Knight of Cups. Clarify the Seven of Cups, please. And the Four of Swords. I feel like someone's just confused about their feelings. Clarify the Seven of Cups. Jump to the floor, Three of Cups. So this could actually be someone you're friends with. If this is someone you've known for a long time, this actually could be someone you're friends with, and there are deeper feelings here, but it's like someone's confused how to move this forward, like how to make this into more romantic, or like create a relationship here. Because there's a lot of elements to that, right? Like, if you are actually friends with this person, like genuinely good friends, and especially like long-term friends and friends in a group, that can be complicated, and this person, or you, or both of you, doesn't want to ruin that with this expression of feelings. There's a lot of contemplation about this and confusion on how to move this forward. But there's a lot of admiration here, and there's a lot of happiness. Like, both of you really bring a lot of joy to each other's lives, and currently it could be feeling like, I don't feel like you and this person together. Like I'm saying, I think you are friends with this person. That is what it feels like. Like, there's a pre-existing connection. Maybe you work together, or you're just friends, or you've grown up together. You know this person though, right? And there's such a sweet, like, genuine love here. Like, that, like I was saying, like childlike, like innocent, right? Like real genuine love between you both, and care, because especially if you're friends, it's like you already love each other in that way, like you care about each other, right? And there's just this real worry of messing things up, and things might have felt a bit confusing because of that. Like, there's this energy of like, despite you and this person having a really good connection and really caring about each other, at the moment things could feel a little bit weird, like a little bit foggy. Like, the energy is weird between you because you're both kind of like, I do feel like this goes both ways though. Like, this feels like, yeah, this feels mutual, but you're both kind of like apprehensive to say something. Like, that's what it feels like. And that could be causing tension. Like, that could be causing some heaviness here, because there's just that heavy energy of like, you both like each other but not saying anything, and then like difficult feelings could start to arise. Like, if you know, if they think you're seeing someone, or you think they're seeing someone, or you know, like all of that mess that can arise from feelings, right? I feel like there could have been a difficult conversation that went on here. I don't feel like this was like somebody admitting their feelings, but I feel like you might have had like a bit of an argument with this person maybe, like recently, but it doesn't feel like a screaming argument. It's just more like bluntness. Like, you've both been kind of off with each other and blunt because you're both confused, and you're both like being stubborn. Like, you're both being stubborn, and you basically just need to say like, look, I actually love you. Like, do you want to go on a date? Like, like just get it over with. Like, because you're both feeling this, but no one's saying it, and then you're getting annoyed at the other one, and then you're getting annoyed at yourself, and then it's like, it's just a mess, really. No offense. It's cute, like, it's cute, but it's like when you watch, you know what it's reminding me of, like Jim and Pam on The Office. Like, just get it over with already. Like, just tell each other that you love each other already. Like, why are we going on for like 4 seasons with this? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what it feels like. But yeah, you're both like quite apprehensive and stubborn and a bit scared, which is fair enough, and like you're genuine friends, so you don't want to ruin that. But yeah, there's definitely confusion here. There could also be a distance between you and this person, like you could be from different places, or there's just a difference in some way, like culturally or like location wise or something like that. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. There is so much happiness here though, like there is so much love here. There is this really, really sweet connection, there is, and you really complement each other well. Like I feel that strongly here. But we're gonna get into now like how this person feels about you, but that's just sort of what's been going on here in this connection. So if that resonates for you, then cool, this is probably your reading. If it doesn't resonate for you, the next bit still might, so you can stick around or you can choose another pile. That's completely up to you. But let's get straight into it. So what is pile number 2's person feeling? That flew, it's literally at the other end. It's all the way over there. So we have the Magician and the 3 of Wands. A lot of daydreaming. A lot of daydreaming, like just, you know, like when you just can't focus, you just constantly, like someone is on your mind, like that's the vibe. And it's very much what's on their mind is how can I make this work, like how do I go about this with the Magician, like what can I do here, right? The Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, that's too many. The Page of Wands and the King of Wands came out together, which is interesting. How's this person feeling? The 2 of Pentacles. The 10 of Cups. The 3 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. I'm still gonna get more cards, but like, you look at this. This person is just dreaming of your life together, like what it could be like if you were together. Like, see how he's just gazing out into the, like, you know in like films where it's like they just look off into the distance and then it's like rippling like doo-doo-doo, and then it's like a daydream. That is what they're thinking about the 10 of Cups with you. Like that is so funny. That is quite cute, to be fair, but yeah, that is so funny. God. Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune is crazy. Like that, this is strong energy, like really strong. The 8 of Swords, I'm gonna get a clarifier on that one. The King of Cups, Europe. So right, where to begin? I want to start with the Page of Wands and the King of Wands because they came out together, and that's really interesting to me. So what this basically is showing to me, right now they feel like where they're at with you is kind of this Page of Wands. They feel like they have a crush on you, you know, like they find you attractive, they're into you, like all of that. There's fun, flirty vibes maybe, but they want it to be the King of Wands. Like, not that they don't enjoy that, they want to like unleash their passion onto you. Like they want to show you how passionate they are about you, like, because it's more than this. It's more than just like a little bit of flirty banter. Like it is crazy. So like that's the first thing. But the reason why they're not showing that is because of fear. They fear expressing their emotions. This person is very, very emotional actually, and quite emotionally intelligent, but also emotionally closed off when it comes to like verbally expressing it. So they have like all these emotions and all this passion, but they don't express it to its full extent because they're fearful of that, right? They're fearful of the depth of their emotion here. Okay, what else? So like I said, with the 3 of Wands and the 10 of Cups, like they're daydreaming about this constantly. Like they actually can't stop thinking about you. Yeah, it's crazy. This person could be an air sign because we have the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck and Justice. So Libra is strong here, but there can be any sign really, but like air placements feel strong, Libra placements feel strong. With the Magicians and the Two of Coins, this person is trying to figure out a way to make this work, right? To bring a bit more balance in here so that things aren't so confusing, so things aren't so like, I want to say hot and cold. I mean, this doesn't really represent hot and cold, but that's what it feels like to me. Like, just this energy of like, you see the waves in the background, it's really drawing me, like it's unstable. It's like, yeah, it's just like, what's the word, like, just the way that this dynamic flows and changes and how you feel about each other is very like intense and powerful. Like, you know, like the ocean when there's like big waves, that is so powerful. It's like you can't control that, but they want to find a way to like make this more calm. Like, not that they don't enjoy the passion, but like they want this to be something that actually has a solid foundation and is like real, rather than like, the feelings are real right now, but it's like there's no stability to it, and they want that stability here, right? And I feel like they're trying as well to really like, I just get their ducks in a row, and I do not say that. So they're trying to like sort themselves out basically, and like get into a bit more of like a stable mindset around this situation so that they can approach you and they're not just daydreaming about it, right? And then with the Wheel of Fortune and the Judgment, this is crazy. Like, those two together, I feel like this person has just really had, maybe recently, like felt like they've had an epiphany around, I just have to do something here, like, you are my person, I want to be with you, like, that is the vibe. Like, they've realised like what they want to change here, and that's what they're trying to figure out how to do. Like, they know internally what they want and what they want to do, but they're just trying to bring that into reality. I feel like they feel lucky that you're in their lives as well. They feel like you being in their lives is fate, like you're meant to be in each other's lives, like. And I feel like they also feel like you like really awakened them, like you've really taught them a lot about themselves as well. Yeah, I feel like they genuinely could be going through a bit of a spiritual awakening right now. Like, they are just waking up to a lot of stuff. But yeah, there's such a desire here, like, to be with you, like such a desire, and they're just a bit apprehensive. They just feel a bit overwhelmed, quite frankly, with the level of intensity, like, of what they feel for you. Let me get some more. What is this person feeling for pole number 2? What does this person feel for pole number 2? There's loads coming out. Right, how is pole number 2's person feeling about them right now? The Lovers and Strength. So strong Gemini and Leo energy here. But this person really feels like you bring out so much in them, like you make them aware of what they need to work through, and that is intense, right? Like, if you've had a connection like that, they're intense connections. Like, it's not like the person even actively does anything to you to do this. It's like you just trigger each other, right? You just bring out each other's, not even flaws, just like trauma or what needs to be worked through. And this person is really learning how to like nurture that side of themselves to do the work, and yeah, like just work on their healing, their shadow side, like their inner child, especially stuff around their childhood. You bring that up for them, not purposefully, it's just like you make them realise stuff about themselves, right? And with the Lovers, it's just like this connection, they feel this so strongly, like they're just totally, what's the word, like incapacitated, is that the word? I don't know, like with you, like you just completely overwhelm them. Like their mind is full of you. Like that's all I can say. Like it's just like, yeah, it's a very strong. And also I feel like they just feel like this connection is so nurturing, so loving. Like you really show them a level of like love, compassion and care that they've never felt before. Like even just never, like whether they've been in relationships before, from, you know, in their childhood, from their parents, nothing, that they've never felt this loved before, but you make them feel that, even just in a friendship way. Like even if you've never been romantic with this person, you still make them feel so loved and cared about. Like you're so genuine with them, and they are not used to that. Like they're really not used to feeling like somebody genuinely cares about them. Like maybe there are friends or their family are just a bit like, you know, like they don't care, they don't actually care, you know, but this person knows that you care, and that means so much to them, and they care for you as well in the same way. So that's really interesting. I'm gonna look at what the book says about this room. But yeah, this is a powerful connection. Like some of these cards, there's so many major arcanas come out, like that's quite crazy. Okay, so this rune is called Jibo, where it says the pronunciation is Geibu. It's literally, look, Geibu. So Geibu is the rune of gifts and generosity. Primarily, it signifies an exchange between people that necessarily results in a connection between the giver and receiver. Drawing Geibu often indicates that you are receiving a gift, which may be material in nature or something intangible, such as emotional support. In centuries past, when contracts were signed by people who couldn't read or write, they made an X mark to signify their agreement to the transaction. This concept of agreement between the two parties is a core part of Geibu's meaning. If you are the recipient of a gift from someone else, you choose to either accept or decline it. Depending on the context of the reading, Geibu may be advising you to accept wholeheartedly with gratitude, or to be wary of the motivations behind the gift. Alternatively, you may be asked to consider your own giving. Are you reciprocating sufficiently to honour what you have received? Are you giving too much, or to too many, or to the wrong people? A related interpretation for Geibu is success and harmony in partnerships. This is interesting. All relationships, whether personal or professional, involve reciprocity. I never know how to pronounce that, to some degree. Drawing this rune indicates that a relationship in your life is blessed with good fortune. With business partners or co-workers, this may mean that a synergy between you leads to productive, enjoyable work. In romance, you may experience a deepening of a commitment and passion with your partner. What did I say? They want to grow the passion from Page of Wands to King of Wands. Like, I said that. Just be sure in all relationships to pay attention to balance and harmony. Keep both yourself and the other person in mind with all your actions and decisions. Show compassion to the people in your life and be able to forgive, another aspect of giving, when forgiveness is needed. This Geibu can also refer to gifts from the higher realms, particularly in the context of skills and talents. You may discover a new passion that you have a natural ability for, or further develop a talent you are already pursuing. Drawing this rune is a message of encouragement to keep making the most of what you've been given in order to make your mark on the world. And the magical uses are love, harmonious relationships of all kind, connection to the divine energies. Well, that is very interesting. So that is very positive. I feel like that really ties into this reading. But yeah, this is a strong connection. Like this feels like proper soulmate energy, and I don't really say that very much, but like I'm not even saying this is how this person feels. Like I'm saying this as me now, like me as the reader. Like this is favoured. This connection is favoured by the universe. Like this is encouraged. They're trying to bring you two together, genuinely. And this feels very, very genuine. This person has a really sweet energy. So yeah, like, I hope that resonated for you. If it did, then lucky you, because this is really nice. But yeah, let me know in the comments, because I always love to hear how my readings resonated, or like, yeah, how it relates to your situation. So let me know. But thank you so much for watching. If it didn't resonate, maybe pick another pile. But yeah, please like and subscribe and comment if you can. That just really helps with my channel. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'm going to go on to pile number 3 now. So, if you chose pile number 3, which is this rune, then this is your reading. I'm just going to have a glass of water. So if you chose pile number 3, this is your reading. First of all, I'm going to get some insight into the current energies between you and this person, so we can see what's going on and how this resonates for you. But yeah, and then we'll get into the rune meaning at the end, and also obviously what this person is feeling for you, as that is the main part of this reading. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, pile number 3, and thanks for being here. I do appreciate it very much. And let's get into it. So, what has been going on for pile number 3 and their person? What's been going on with pile number 3 and their person? So we have Queen of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles. What's been going on with pile number 3 and their person? That's way too many. What's been going on with pile number 3 and their person? 4 of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Interesting. Maybe a little bit of, somebody's a bit closed off here. Somebody's been a bit closed off here. Maybe there's a little bit of it's not quite an equal give and take, maybe. Clarify this Queen of Wands, please. The Sun. There is happiness here, there is passion here. But then somebody's quite closed off. Clarify the 6 of Pentacles, please. Clarify the 6 of Pentacles, please. Page of Pentacles. And the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. It feels like maybe someone's not quite giving enough here. Clarify the 4 of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. A lot of earth energy here. So you or this person could have earth placements, definitely. Clarify the... Jeez, that's too many. Clarify the 4 of Pentacles, please. The Moon. And the 9 of Cups. So interesting. Clarify the Page of Swords, please. The Knight of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles. Clarify the Page of Swords, please. And the 2 of Wands. Okay, let's have a look at this. Right. So I do feel like we're starting off with the Queen of Wands and the Sun. I really do feel like there is a lot of attraction here and a lot of happiness. You really stand out to this person. Like this connection, obviously this isn't how they feel, but this is what I'm just getting. Like, you really stand out to this person. But I do feel like there is a lot of attraction between the both of you with the Queen of Wands, and there is a lot of joy. Like, you both do feel a lot of happiness with each other, right? But then we get these other cards, and it feels like there is some heaviness here. I feel like there is this real want for something long-term, something stable here, right? 10 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. It's like there's this idea that this could be very, very good, that there could be long-term potential here. There's this that is, you know, available here, like that could be built. But in order to have that, something needs to be sacrificed, and somebody's a little bit apprehensive of maybe putting in the effort that it would take to obtain this right now. Like, somebody's just a bit fearful here, a bit apprehensive, and this could be you, this could be this person, it could be both of you. This is just the overall energy. Like, energy is very fluid, so for each of you it will be different because this is a general reading. But there's a lot of want here. There's a lot of like, you know, there's this could be good, like in your mind, in this person's mind, like, no, this could be good, but there needs to be some sort of sacrifice. There's certain things that need to be worked through and left behind if you want to move forward with this. Like, if you want to move forward into this Ten of Pentacles, like a stable relationship here, there's certain things that need to be left behind, and somebody's apprehensive or hasn't quite put the work in to do that yet. I feel like this person could hold you. This feels like how this person feels about you, like, even though we haven't got into that part yet, but they hold you quite above themselves. Like, they put you on a pedestal. And this was in pile number 1 as well, I believe it was pile number 1. So if you felt drawn to both, like, maybe check that one out as well. But this person feels like they don't have enough to offer you. Like, they want to offer you this Ten of Pentacles, but they feel like all they can offer you is this Five of Pentacles. Like, it's very like, I'm getting kind of like a victim mentality here, like, from them a bit. And it's not, they're not like badly intentional, they're not badly intended. I don't even know what I'm saying, but I feel like I can't express myself, and that happens often when that's how this person feels, right? And I mean, this is meant to be like what's going on right now for you, and it is, but it feels like this person's already coming through with how they feel, even though I haven't got to that part yet. But they're coming through with how they feel, but they're also not actually expressing how they feel. Like, it's like very all over the place type of energy. This person is quite slow moving. This connection might not have been moving forward very much. Like, you might have felt like this has come to a bit of a standstill, or just things aren't really progressing. Because there's a lot of fear here. There is a lot of fear here with the moon and the Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, there's apprehension here, there's fear. I feel like somebody has some inner child wounds around abandonment as well, whether that's you or this person. Like, there's this real feeling of being undeserving. Like, this person or you or both didn't get what you needed in childhood. There was a lack of, you know, whether this is physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever it is for you or this person, there was a lack here, like, and it's caused now in you or this person a feeling of unworthiness, of not being enough, of not having enough to offer. And because they do, or you do both, you know, you could both be feeling this, to be quite honest. This could be very mirrored. You could really bring out these inner child wounds within each other. Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck, especially around the father figure is what I'm getting. But anyway, with this, I'm getting so, like, this person's energy is very jumbled. With this Queen of Wands and the Sun, you, like, bring such a light to this person's world, and they feel so strongly and so passionately about you, and they find you to be so bright, and, like, they put you on this pedestal, right, where that makes them feel even more unworthy, like, because they find you so attractive, because you're so successful, or like whatever it is, right? So I feel like right now with this situation, there's just a lot of confusion. There's not really much movement forward. Communication could be a bit weird here because this person is a bit apprehensive, or you were a bit apprehensive. It feels like both, quite frankly, but it does feel more like this person. But yeah, I feel like maybe there's not much expression going on here right now. This person might kind of like talk in riddles a bit, like they kind of, it's like you have to read between the lines with them to actually like get what they're saying. Do you know what I mean? Like they can't just come out and say like, oh, I find you so attractive, oh, I want to be with you. No, it's like they say weirdness, or they like send you little signs, or like, do you know what I mean? It feels like that because they're a bit fearful. They're like, ooh, don't know if I can really be that vulnerable and actually say that I want to be in a relationship with you, so I'm just going to say weird stuff and hope that you get what I mean. That's what it feels like. But yeah, I'm going to get into how this person feels about you now, because this has been like a jumbled mess of things here. Like with this current energy, it just feels like there's a lot of confusion. That's what it feels like. So how is pole number 3's person feeling about them? 9 of Wands, this person is fearful. They're very, like, this is what I'm getting, like a jittery energy, like someone that's very like, ooh, like they might actually shake a lot. Like they might actually get nervous and shake a lot when they think about this situation or when they're with you. Like when they have to be vulnerable, they might actually shake. Like they might bounce their leg a lot, or like really like shake. I'm just getting that image of someone like actually shaking with fear when it comes to like emotional vulnerability, right? But they're just a nervous person. They really are. Even if they put a front on, they're nervous. Knight of Pentacles, they're slow moving. They are slow moving because they're fearful. They really, really, really take a long time to open up, don't they? How's this person feeling? Wheel of Fortune. How's pile number 3's person feeling about them? Ace of Cups. There is love here. Like there are feelings here. This does feel quite new. I feel like you're not with this person, to be honest. I don't feel like this is an established like relationship necessarily. I feel like this is something that's being built. How does pile number 3's person feel about them? The High Priestess. This is what I'm saying. This is so intuitive, this connection. Like you have to figure out what this person's feeling. Like they are so unclear. They could be a Pisces, or there's strong Pisces energy here in some way. Like look at where Pisces is in like both of your charts and how it corresponds. But like this person is so like, I don't know if they partake in the green stuff, you know, because that is what it feels like. Like I don't do that anymore, but that's what it feels like. Like there's this haziness. Like this person's very like floaty. Like that's genuinely the energy that's coming through from them. Just so interesting. 4 of Swords. Ooh. 9 of Pentacles. 7 of Cups. Okay. And Judgment on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Yeah, instantly, right, this person is very fearful and it causes them to be very confusing. They act in very confusing ways. Sorry, the card fell on the floor. They act in ways that are very confusing. They are quite, they're quite an alluring person, and they find you alluring, right? They really do find you very mysterious and very interesting, but it kind of freaks them out. And they are quite an intuitive person. Like they could be spiritual, or they are intuitive. Like they are connected to their emotions in that way, but they don't really like listen to it or follow it. Like they're not fully attuned to it, but like they do have that, right? And they do feel very drawn to you intuitively. Like they feel this like almost psychic connection with you, but it really freaks them out. Like it really freaks them out. Like you might be someone who's a bit more like aware of this stuff and like in tune with yourself and your intuition, and like you obviously watch tarot readings, or you know what I mean, like you're just kind of more aware of this stuff. It doesn't freak you out as much. But like with this person, they're like, what is this? Like what is this? Because they're not used to feeling something like this, right? They're not used to this, and it's very intense, right? This like connection you two have together, and they do really feel it, but it's like quite scary to them. Also, they feel like you're very intuitive, and that scares them. Like you kind of just get them, and you can like see right through them. Like if they try and put up a front, you'll see them right through it, and that freaks them out. Not because they have anything to hide necessarily, like it doesn't seem like they're doing anything like dodgy, but it just freaks them out because they're like, what is this person like? Why are they so powerful? Like that's what it feels like. They really like it, like they find it attractive, but they also like scared of it. Okay, and then we have the Four of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Like this person feels like they really want to move towards you, but they want to take it slow. They feel like they want to bring something like stable and solid in here, like a solid foundation. They want to work on building something with you, but they're quite fearful and they need to take it slowly, and they need to really like think about it. Like they are the type of person that needs to go over something like a million times in their head and have it planned down to a T and really think about it before they can take action. Like they have to really think about it. But they think about you so much. Like they fantasize about moving this forward, about you. They literally sit there in contemplation thinking about you and what to do with this connection and how to approach it and how to build something here. But they just take so long. Like they really have to be sure, and they just take so long. Like that's what it feels like. Excuse me. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Pentacles, they see you as so attractive. Like you are so like powerful, magnetic. Like they really are in awe of you. You could be quite independent or like have just a lot going for you. Like you could be successful in your work or your business or whatever you do. You could be like just a very grounded, sure of yourself type of person, and they really like that. They really like that, and they just feel like you are someone that like has a lot of power. Like with this Wheel of Fortune, this Nine of Pentacles, what I'm getting is like, like someone who's like a powerful manifestor. Like you can create what you put your effort into and your energy into, you create. Like, and they're like, how does this person do that? Like that's amazing. That's what it feels like. They also feel like meeting you was really fated. Like they feel really lucky to have met you. With this Wheel of Fortune, like it could have been quite like by chance that you two met, and yeah, they feel lucky that is the case. They also feel like since meeting you like triggered a new cycle in their life. Like you triggered some change in their life, and that might be a bit difficult. Like it might be like you've triggered them and brought stuff up, or just things have changed since they met you. Like their perspective on things, their perspective on life has changed since they met you, which is really interesting. And then we have the Ace of Cups and the Seven of Cups. Like this person has a lot of feelings for you. Like I say, this feels more new, like a crush or someone who's, the feelings are starting to develop, right? Like they're catching feelings, and that is, the love is there, but it's not like, it's just new, right? It's not like fully like you've been with someone for 20 years or whatever. Like it doesn't feel like that. It feels more new, but they're confused by it. They're confused by their feelings for you, and not that they're not confused, that they know that they like you, right? They know that they have these feelings for you. They're not confused about that, but they're confused about how to go about that. Like, what do they do now? Okay, these feelings are here, but now what? Like, that's what is in their head. They're kind of annoyed. They're annoyed that they like have caught feelings, quite frankly, because they didn't really think of themselves as that type of person. Like, they're like, okay, now what? Like, what do I do now? Like, for God's sake. That's what it feels like. They're just unsure of how to approach it, quite honestly. But they really do feel like you have awakened a lot in them. Judgment on the bottom of the deck and the Star. You have really awakened them to what they need to heal, and you've brought a really healing presence into their life as well. Like, they see you as someone who really stands out. Like, I'm getting this like image of like they saw you and they were like in a crowd and they're like, who is that person? Like, you just stand out to them so much. Also your voice, they really like your voice. If you play a musical instrument or you sing, they really like that. Like, they really like that. They could have even watched you perform and they're just like, this person is a star. Like, if you do something in the public eye, they watch whatever you do and they're like, just in awe. Like, they're just amazed by you, quite honestly. Which is really sweet, actually. 8 of Cups and the Hangman on the bottom of the deck. So they know that there's certain things they need to walk away from emotionally. They know they need to leave behind some certain, like, ways of being, especially, like, in being emotionally unexpressive and stuff. Like, if they've, these things that are causing them to feel fearful and, like, foggy and confused, they know they need to let that go. But they're unsure how. Like, they do feel stuck at the moment when it comes to you. They do feel stuck on how to move this forward. But they do want to, and I do think they are going to. It's just like they're really slow moving, quite honestly, and I know for you that is probably really annoying, but that is just how it is with this person at the moment. But they are gaining insight. So it might feel like to you they're not moving, they're not doing anything, but they are gaining clarity, they are gaining insight. So them resting and just taking their time is a good thing, because it's helping them to understand how they feel, right? So don't worry about that. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. So this person really does feel like you are such a stable, they just really admire you as a person. Like, you're so grounded. They're like, this person is so grounded, so like wise, so calm, so successful. Like, they just really admire you, and they really do have feelings for you, and they do see, you know, a lot of joy here. Like, if you were to be in a relationship together, they really do feel that, and they can see that their feelings growing for you, right? So this is really nice. Like, there is a lot of love here. This person is definitely slow moving, which can be frustrating for you, but it's not a bad thing, right? Like, they are moving forward, they are gaining clarity. Like I said, with the Hanged Man, it might look like nothing's happening, but internally things are happening. So I'm gonna look now at in the book about what this rune means, so we can see if that relates and resonates to the reading at all. So where is it? I really need to learn more about runes, because I really find them fascinating, but I don't know enough to not read it out of a book, if that makes sense. Okay, this one is called Raidho. It's spelled like that, Raidho, but it's pronounced Raidho. So Raidho is the rune of travel, representing both the physical wheel of a wagon, which for so long was the only vehicle for travelling in Northern Europe. This rune indicates that you are setting off, or will soon set off, on a journey, whether in the external world or on an emotional or spiritual level. So I feel like that makes sense with it's talking about the wheel and the horse and the wagon. So there's the wheel there, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune next to it and the horse, right? This person is moving, they're journeying towards you. It's just taking a bit of time. If your travel is physical, Raidho signals a pleasant experience with few or no mishaps. If you're on a spiritual quest, the going may require significant flexibility on your part, but the rewards of reaching your destination will be well worth it, as you're following your soul's chosen path. Either way, you're advised to keep your focus on the experience of the journey itself, rather than on your arrival. This is because Raidho signifies not just the vehicle you ride in, but also the road you travel on. You will be best served by making the most of every moment along the way. Alternatively, oh no, this is in reverse, but we don't have it in reverse, so I'm not going to read that. So then we have a related interpretation of Raidho is reunion, specifically the return of old friends in your life, or the arrival of new people with whom you've made a soul agreement before incarnating into this life. Alternatively, you may be presented with a chance to resolve a disagreement or conflict, either with someone else or within yourself. Raidho reversed, oh no, we don't have it reversed. Some runic systems also view Raidho as an indicator that now is a good time for negotiations and deliberations related to agreements with others. Finally, sometimes Raidho is simply a reminder to align yourself with the wheel of life. We have the Wheel of Fortune there. Know that life has its ups and downs, ebb and flows, and constant seasonal change. The contrast between opposites is part of the journey of life. If things are not going your way, take heart and know that nothing is permanent. So that's quite interesting. So I feel like it makes sense with the journey thing, how like this person kind of is slowly moving towards you, right? Yeah, and what's the other thing that it said? I've already forgotten. yeah, like new people with whom you've made a soul agreement with before incarnating into this life, that's what it feels like with you and this person, like you're helping them to wake up to certain things. You've chosen to meet and come into each other's lives, if you believe in that, to have this journey together, right? So it's not just about where you end up, like if you end up together, it's about the journey that your relationship takes, even while it's platonic, even while it's like confusing. So like even right now, it's important, like where your journey together is important, right? Perhaps even more important than the outcome, which is really interesting. So I definitely feel like this is a very divinely guided connection that is here for both of your growths, and to bring about change and to bring about healing and clarity for you both, which is really nice actually. So yeah, that is your reading. I hope that this resonated for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment if this resonated for you. Let me know how it resonated and what's going on with you and your situation, because I love to hear about all that. And please like and subscribe if you want to. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. If it didn't resonate, you can check out one of the other piles and see if one of those is better suited for you. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.